What up, chat? Happy Friday. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend planned. We're going to take a look at the charts. Bitcoin, crypto, what's going on? It's not the spiciest of Fridays. It seems to be a theme. Almost every Friday, and I'll even say into the weekend, we have seen very little spice. Hopefully that changes today. Happy to have all of you here, regardless of how many people end up showing up. We had a hell of a stream on Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in for Chirpow. We had 2,800, 2,900 peak. Well done. Well done. Pat yourselves on the back, my friends. It is Friday. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And honestly, I don't have much planned outside of kind of going over the week, maybe into short term. I don't have much else planned. I think we're going to look at PEPE probably at some point in this episode. It did get an alert on PEPE just about an hour ago. And yeah, PEPE's got a little upside game. We'll take a look at this chart then. Really what I'm going to do today, because I have a feeling it's not going to be super spicy. Let's just see what you guys want to look at. We'll take requests. We'll just kind of wing it. How's that sound, guys? Pretty good? I can't hear you. Sounds pretty good. Sounds good to me. All right. So as we get started here, please smash the likes, subscribes. Let me shout you out. I love shouting people out. Subscribe, like, you know the deal. Vote in the poll, engage with the live stream, because the more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows the stream to new viewers, and that's how we grow. As well as links in the video description below. Fairdesk, Femex, sign up using my link. Great exchanges. No KYC, and you'll get some big trading bonuses for using it. So let's go. Let's jump in to this weekly chart as we start. Do I have a new chart? Just make a new chart really quick here. I thought I had a fresh one. Did not. All right. On the week here, just have the 200, the 20, and the 50 weekly moving averages just hanging out. And this is really the only interesting tidbit of TA that I could come up with this morning. If we remove the 50 here, we do have a bearish cross, we can call it. It's not a death cross because it's the 20 and 200. We can't say this is a bearish cross, however, because our shorter or white moving average, the 20, is crossing from above, down below, underneath the 200. So that is not a great sign. It is typically a bearish sign in the markets. However, we did have our death cross on the day, and it didn't really lead to a sell-off. So this smaller time frame cross, I don't think it's going to be of much significance. The 200 weekly is still the target to the upside, 26.9, we'll call it. Taking that price above, hopefully it's sometime next week, is a very bullish sign for markets. That's going to be quite the fake out if we can close a weekly above 27.9 at this point. Moving up there, I think that we do have a very high probability of at least testing it at this point. We did hit a lower low on our range last week, and to move back up to that major moving average is a very attractive market-making choice or market-making direction. There's not a lot of spot volume going on, so market makers are likely the only ones pushing this market around, along with contracts, leverage traders, etc. Yeah, I'm losing my voice. Anybody else having wicked allergies? I'm having wicked allergies. So bad. But we pushed through. All right, 25.8, last week's open. That's pretty much where we're looking. We do have a fair value gap technically on the weekly. However, that is sitting at 25.8. If we do see a red candle into next week, likely we could be finding support around that zone. Resistance above, obviously, 27.9. This week opened at 26.5. So that's pretty much our bare minimum target here, our lazy, I don't know, just like to have a target. A green close would be nice. However, this is not a great candle at all to close. We do have 2 more days over the weekend, so this candle is likely to change. It may even trade red intra-weekend, possibly close, but time to go. But this candle closing as it is pretty much sucks. That's like a spinning top here. Basically what we have is a run towards those major moving averages. The market got heated up, reached 27.5, came just shy of it, and sellers came in, pushed price back down, and that's shown by this large top wick, which is basically the visual representation of selling pressure. 2 more days to go. Hopefully this closes higher. Obviously I'm still looking for a test of 27.9. but closing right here on the week would be not so hot. We do have waning momentum on the week, and it has held pretty much through this entire week. Maybe if we do see trading below the weekly open, that might change, but at the moment, we still have 2 weeks of waning selling momentum according to MACD. So it is still selling momentum, but it's getting weaker and weaker as time goes on. We looked at this a few days ago, a few streams ago. Basically, anytime we've closed 2 weekly waning momentum candles, we have gone on to see at least a 30 or 40% rally. Will this time be the same? We don't know. If we go by history, we would say likely. This has not happened since about June of what, back here? June of 22. We had rallies in the bear market on the way down, but each of those was basically led by 2 waning weekly momentum sell candles. So we do have that here at this price, so things could be worse. They could be worse. Weekly market cipher B actually looks pretty great. We've been looking at this on the last few streams. Momentum pinched, VWAP at 0. We have a very, very shallow negative money flow here, and it looks like it's trying to roll back over. So the weekly is definitely primed. And if we go on down to the day, that priming gets even primier. Let's say, even primier. Where do we get? Let me add everything to the chart quick. Hold up with me while I figure this out. Make sure you've smashed the like button and subscribed. Let's see. Can I even? Dang it, I can't even use that. Okay, let's do it the other way. Doing it the other way. Hooray! All right. Style. Boom. Inputs. Why? What's going on here? Oh, what's happening? This is shenanigans. This is absolutely shenanigans. I can't select the time frame. That's really annoying. So I have to do it like this. This isn't good content. Guy struggles to use indicators he's been using pretty much every day for, I don't know, forever. Something like that. That's good content, maybe, actually. All right. So we add the 200 week here. Let's throw it on. Make it nice and bold. Boom. 200 week. We add the 20 on the month. Professor Beans is alerting me that there's someone at the door. Great, Professor Beans. Thank you. We'll add this fat 20 here. And you can't see it because it didn't update, but maybe if I go down to a lower time frame, we'll be able to see it better. There we go. Basically on this chart now, we have so many lines that this is just confusing, maybe doesn't seem helpful. But what we have in a greater picture, I have to go back out to the day. If we zoom out, we have never seen so many massive time frame moving averages, all within, I want to say, I haven't looked at it exactly, I'd say within 5%, probably even less of each other. This has never happened. If you go back, it has not happened. We have never had them all converge, and they're all right here. They're all right here. I would say between 27 and 27.9, so $1,000 range. That's a 4% range. This is pretty wild. I usually call this a high energy setup. Yes, there are, this could be bearish. However, when we see them all packed together, volatility has contracted so much that it has built up so much potential energy that when it makes a move, it's likely to be one that melts faces. I think it's going to be to the upside, but anyone's guess is as good as mine there. This is interesting. It's never happened. And once we start deviating or moving away from these moving averages, it's going to be serious quick. That's my opinion. Daily money flow rolling over slowly. A little hiccup there with higher low, we'll call it higher low, coming out bullish divergence on pretty much any time frame on our price lows. Daily momentum. We did stream, I remember on the 19th we streamed and I said, this is beautiful. I love this. You're breaking momentum highs. That's what I like to see. That's a lot of the time what really big rallies come from. Well, the next day and every day since, today included, we've seen that momentum wane off. So the curse of being a content creator or whatever strikes again. I ruined the rally. Sometimes I wonder if I should just be bearish, like just say I'm bearish and like try to convince everybody for like a week just to see if the markets would go up. I feel like they would. Never know. All right. Throw some lines on here, just some jibber to jab. There you go. In my opinion, this is pretty much the trading range until proven otherwise. 27.7 up to 27.9. Probably the median point, the midpoint around the 26K area, and then 25.152 as the low. Nobody knows when this will break. This could just technically trade like this for the rest of the year. I mean, it's possible. I don't think that is the likely outcome, but it's absolutely possible. that for the rest of the year, we just see something like this. Like, just below the high, below the low, kind of just in the middle there. Basically getting weak hands to fold. That's what it really is at the end of the day. Bear markets end. This is something you don't get if you weren't around in the previous cycles. Bear markets end. Not necessarily, no. Bear markets end not when people get bullish. Bear markets end when there's no one left to be bearish. All the bearish people have moved on. There's no one left to sell. And that comes in the form of many things. The things we think of is, oh, price falling, red candles, spooky. But it actually comes in different forms. Fear is one of the forms. Greed is even in there, technically. Really haven't seen it this cycle, but in the last bear market, we had cycles of fear and greed in the bear market that really kept everyone hooked. It kept them believing that the bull market was coming back, that it was going to be back soon. This bear market, very different. We haven't had any of that. I don't think anyone thought that the bull market was back, even when Bitcoin went from 16 to like 31 this year. I've been saying it, but I always say that. I don't really think no significant amount of people really did, at least in my opinion. But this is different because it's the grind, but it's boring. Boredom is the unspoken third element of fear and greed. Boredom is what gets people to quit. When things drop, when things are volatile, whether it's in the direction you want it to be or not, people are engaged. When price is going up and down, there's money to be made. When price isn't going up and down, there's nothing to engage. And that creates a capitulation of interest, perhaps we'll call it. I would guess we don't have a ton of viewers right now because nothing's happening. It's Friday. And what? Interest is capitulating. People are just not really tuned into crypto. That'll change, of course, like it always does. If we get a breakdown here, maybe June's low breaks, people will tune in. We break the high from July, people are going to tune in. But while we're here, this is actually what gets people to quit. Price going down is too engaging for capitulation. It's too engaging. You're too hooked, too invested. But when it's sideways, you just forget about it. You just forget. You walk away and you do something else. And by the time you realize that that's changed, you're already close to buying the top. That is the story of the Bitcoin cycle. There we go. Very dramatic. Incredibly dramatic. I went to the gym today, so I got a little extra zest. Where's Miss Teen Crypto when you need a little zest? Where is she? I miss Randy. I miss everybody. I haven't seen like any other creators in so long. That will change eventually too. Just as it always has, man. Just as it always has. Look at these really low time frames quick, and then I'm just going to turn to the chat and see what you guys want to look at. That's pretty much, that's my plan. If that's your plan, smash the like button. Do us a favor. Do us a solid. Hype that like. All right, 1 minute, not looking so hot. Definitely a little droopy there. Let's see. Do we have a trend? Not the cleanest trend. I like clean trends. I don't like them murky trends. Actually, yeah, we do. It's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. Hold up here. Let's get my bearing. You already hit your 618 right there. Let's see. Okay. All right. 0.5 right there at 26.5. Not quite going to call that just from the 1 minute chart, but not a bad downside target or potential bounce target in any situation at this point, I think. 5 minute, kind of that same droopiness as the one. I don't like what I'm seeing. 10's a little better. 15's a little worse. 30, all right, slowly but surely we have the half an hour time frame looking to roll over. Pretty much every other time frame we just looked at not looking to roll over, not looking good. 26.5, there you go. 26.5. That's probably what I'm looking for. Right here. Why can't I draw a straight line? There we go. There we are. Let's say something like this. But of course it won't look like that. It'll likely look like this. Something like that, right? Ooh, look at that. You know you've done way too much charting when just by eye, without even using the tool, just by eye, by eye, you can freaking just like, I just sniped it. I just sniped the 618 retracement. Didn't even put it on yet. That's wild. Too much charts. I do too many charts. Something like this. That means we might be able to take a short around here. Not financial advice, guys. Remember, I'm not always right. I lose money. I lose trades just like everybody else. But if you are going to lose money, you might as well use it on one of our sponsors, Fairdesk Femex. Links in the video description below. Sign up using my link. All right. So here's my little short term, I guess. Let me really quick look at an hour. Did I miss anything? Hourly's rolling over 2. That's good. This weekend might have a little bit of upside into the weekend. Friday is not looking like it's going to bring us upside, though. Friday is not. I can see 26.9. 26.9. 26.9 this weekend. That'd be nice. It's a little too far out to kind of predict that, but that makes sense. There we go. And in that case, that means we can do this. That's not a good risk to reward. I'm not taking either of these trades, actually. I just wanted to have something to put up. There we go. Actually, those are pretty good. Maybe I will. We'll find out. I'll do it in real time if we do. Let's see. I'm going to look at PEPE really briefly. Unless other people want to look at it, then we'll look at it more in depth. PEPE finally doing something. I've been criticizing PEPE openly for weeks as it's just bled off, broken its June low, lower and lower, and people are like, should we long PEPE? And I'm like, it's possible. It just reverses for no reason right here. But you're just buying lotto tickets and hoping you hit a number. Is the reversal in? I'm not so sure. Let's see. Let's see really quick here. I keep saying, I'm like, yeah, I'll do this. And then I'm like, actually, I'm distracted. I'm distracted. Okay, I like that. I like that, but this is too busy. So we're going to make a new PEPE. I'm going to pull up the chat. If you're here today, I need you to do me a favor. If you're here in the chat, and there's a few hundred of us. If you're here in the chat, I need you to just click that little thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Enable notifications. And then I need you to just put something in the chat. It could be an emoji. It could be a hello. It could be a goodbye. Doesn't matter. That way I can shout you out. Let me see. I see Crypto King, Crypto Military Vet, Danny Trifin, Chocolate Wee. I didn't miss you, my friend. How you doing, Crypto Military Vet? Been a bit. Good to see you, my friend. Gasper, GL Huffy 00, Black Sails BG. I need my COD Joser. Jepernicus is here. Loading name, Long Mountain. Long Mountain, Lucas Dietrich. What's up, M Stone? What are you looking at? Share your charts with us, Stone. Stone's always sharing his charts and his thoughts and TA in the Discord. You should join it if you're not in there. What's up, Marcelo Rodriguez? Matt with VGP, Money Match Gaming. Oh no, Y2K. My man. Rami, Ricardo Alves. RS Miller 747. Skip Factor, Solar Miner. Put it over here. Sven, Squash Buckland Scallywag, my kind of bro. What's up, Pickle? N Koala Gamer, Tonzi Norman, Up and Run, Vivi Puski, Worston Bruges, and Zane. If I missed you, it's because I went in alphabetical order. What's up, Ikitadaki Masuso? We're chilling. It's Friday. We're chilling. Something. Thank you. Yo, yo, whoop. Zane. I like that name. If I ever have a boy, if I ever have a male child, I'm naming him Zane. I don't know. It just came to me. Luckily, I don't think I ever will. I don't really plan on ever having kids, so you don't have to worry about that. But if that changes. All right, looking at PEPE. So I got an alert earlier because the weekly traded into a bullish engulf. That's already been faded. I was going to say, if it got on live and it was even higher, I was going to have to eat my words about randomly catching knives. But that's not looking too bad. PEPE struggling here, looking for a close over 707, whatever amount of zeros before it that it has. I do not know. A lot. A lot. Whoop, whoop. Dump it. What are you guys looking for? Dumping or a pumping? Candle Mafia checking in. Love Frankie. Interested in logistics. VeChain. People don't talk about VeChain anymore. People never shut up about VeChain in like 2018. What happened to my chart? Did I just get rugged? I just got rugged by TradingView. My chart. They stole it. They stole my chart. There we go. Thought they stole my chart for a minute. Gonna catch these hands. Pamp it. Happy 420. Happy 420 to all of you. It's not, I mean, it's always 420 somewhere. GM Sir, how you doing, man? Dr. Crypto, how are you? How are you? What are you guys looking at? What charts do you want to see? We'll take requests today. Sean's here. B Scruff. Sorry, I missed you. Bouncy Knight. CPL. Dank Enon. Derek Merrill. Devon Osiris. Frosted Flake. Great cereal. 10 out of 10 cereal. Hendrick. What's up, Hendrick? Who else did I miss? Johan V. Ooh, I think I got almost everybody. Pretty good. Rammy. Got Rammy. Pablo Jr. Nate. Almost missed Nate. That's bad. That's a crime. I got almost everyone. All right, what are we looking at? What are we doing, bros? What are we doing? You guys want to grab a brew? We're just gonna hang out. It's Friday. I don't have plans, so just want to bro out. You let me know. What's up, Mark Wahlberg? How your burgers doing? Tomek P. Jarowski. It's 420 for Crypto Papia. It's 420 somewhere, baby. WooCoin, Bouncy Night. What is WooCoin? Has anyone heard of WooCoin? Do the SPY chart? Hey, all right, Frosted Flake. We can do that. We can do a little. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do it on this one though. We can do SPY. We can do SP 500. PEPE was spicy. I don't know if anyone cares about PEPE anymore now. People definitely were caring like 2 hours ago when it rallied. Look at this. This is pretty beast. Whoop. Actually, it doesn't even. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Actually, it does not look bad still. 1 minute's taking a breather, but let's see. Actually, so this is knife catching, but kind of the spiciness to this, I want to say, is that you didn't have any traded volume on the way up, right? So very little support, very little resistance. You're kind of just falling through price with this completely straight parallel channel. Like this is one of the straightest, least gay. No. One of the straightest parallel channels I've ever seen. That's so clean. It might even be. There we go. Something like that. So clean. You're just falling through. Well, as you don't have support on the way down, you also don't really have resistance. You don't really have resistance built. 911 is currently at 707. 900 is going to be a real resistance as people are going to try to bail on their positions that are underwater. You do have another resistance, but this is unlikely to be as strong as 911. That's only at 778, but that is still, a 10% upside? Not bad. Not bad. We might be able to do, really quick, and then I'm going to look at the S&P and whatever you guys want to look at. I mean, really, the game here is likely short. It's likely short here, right? Likely short, just directly from 707. Something like that. But I want to, for some reason, I feel like I want a long, like a very, very tight stop loss long, like bail out immediately long. Wow, that would have been perfect if we saw that earlier. Guess we can go from right here. 4.1 upside, 4.1% downside. Let's see. 3 to 1. Okay. All right. Something like that. I could take that. All right. We'll have to check back in, as this is a little spicy, actually. Low time frames are really trending up. They're really trending up. Got bull div on that low on the 5 minute. The 1 minute is bottomed after really not being bottomed this entire run up. This could make a run for that 770. I can see that. From here, that is about an 11% gain. Yeah, that'll do. All right, screw Pepe. Pepe's done. Look at the SPY. The SPY in the chat. The SPY in the chat. Like Sig Butts? Ew. Ew, cigarettes. Ew. Wow, SP 500 looks like garbage. We drew this out so long ago, and it's funny to just watch it slowly chase these lines down. Break of 4,300 on the SPY right here would then basically cement my concept of we're going to see a head and shoulders here. Basically. We have not broken it, which is interesting, but we do have a clearly established neckline that just so happens to be exactly where we thought it would be, 4,325. The next moves we would look for are the break of that neckline, the back test as resistance, and the move to the downside, which can give us potentially, I don't know if Monday will happen, but when the time comes, will give us some kind of short trade potential. How much short trade potential? I don't know. Maybe 4,090. Maybe lower. Maybe even lower. I don't know. Thing that sucks about it though is this right shoulder here. This is such a large move. I thought it would get topped out sooner. If we wanted to trade this the normal way I trade this, I'd be placing my stop loss above the right shoulder. However, that kind of limits your ability to use this trade. That's a 5% stop already. If you're looking for a 5% gain to the downside, or loss, whatever, you have to go to 4,100, and that's already pretty far. You'd have to be betting that the S&P is going to significantly get wrecked here. You know what, though? If this plays out, it might. Yikes. Yikes, it might. It might, because then you start looking for the full retracement of the whole thing. You can go even lower. Something that's still only 2-1. I don't like this trade. I don't like it. However, maybe you might be long in the top or short in the top. S&P 500 hit its all-time high January of 22. If this plays out, that's looking a lot like a lower high, and that is not great for U.S. stocks. That is really bad, maybe. Really bad. Weekly doesn't have bearish divergence between those highs, which is interesting. RSI did not hit a higher high versus January of 22. Maybe I'm being overly bearish. Look at me being bearish. Look at me. Look at Shmee. I don't know why I keep saying Shmee today, but I kind of like it. I'm in a Shmee mood. The divergence is going to be hard to find. Need to hit a lower low. Wow, that's funny. So on the 4 hour, to get divergence, to get bullish divergence off a low, you have to break the neckline. That's weird. That's not good. That seems very trappy. Something like that. Okay. It's kind of hard to imagine, though, S&P 500. It's hard to imagine it trading below right here. Like all these months of accumulation. The support there, you would imagine, would be very strong. I think that does actually line up with... I think that lines up pretty well right here. What was that? 4,020? 4,080. Huh, no. Nothing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the S&P 500 doomed? Nothing's ever doomed, but is it doomed? Maybe. Perhaps. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Hey guys, it's me, Shmee. What's up, Quicker? How you doing, brother? Oil, says Black Sails. Oil. Mike Volmer is here. What's up, Mike? You were the first one in this stream. Salute to you. Sylv is here. Sylv, why didn't you join? Why aren't you in Discord chatting with us? I see you on the YouTube in the chat, and I love to see you. I love that you're here. But you should join us in Discord and chat with us. We miss you. What's up, Monkey? Kyle. Let's look at Soul. People always want to look at Soul. Soul and Link and what? I feel like there's one more that people always want to look at, no matter what's happening. No one's been asking about Ethereum lately. Are the Ethereum maxis done, I wonder? That was a short-lived maximalism. There's no such thing, let me tell you, there's no such thing as an Ethereum maxi in even early 2020. Early 2020, no such thing. I want to say no, that word might have never been uttered until 2021. It is entirely possible. I'm in a ranty mood. I went to the gym, so I'm in a ranty mood. You know how it is. You know how much more ranty you get when you work out. Wow, money. Who is seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Look at this. Look at this. Perfect swing high call. Perfect swing low call if it holds a support. Wow. I'm actually pretty impressed just myself. Impressed myself there. All right. You get a 1.6 to 1 if you just go back to 20.3. I don't know how much I like that. I could take that. I could take this. This one we're going to just reverse it. We're going to look at our stop loss and we're going to make our take profit based on that. There we go. Let's make it a nice clean 3 to 1. There it is. I can see this. Of course, on the other side, if we had already put this, we would have been in great position. You could also maybe look for a short at 20.29 cents. I would likely only take that back to 1919 again. Although you've already swung low here, I feel like if you move back up, your downside target will be lower. Maybe this. 1880. Daily slowly rolling over. No divergence there on the day. Let's look at the week really quick. Sketchy. It was looking good. Your lows were coming up on money flow. They were slowly coming up. And now you're getting pretty dangerous here again. You're very close to breaking that low. That'd be a very bearish sign. I will say, though, you do see VWAP heading back up. That's always a good sign when you're looking to defend a low. And momentum slowly beginning to pinch on the weekly. Yeah, I think you get a retracement. I'll have to go back and watch my own TA on what I said about Sol last time. But that's looking pretty likely. 0.5. I mean, at bare minimum, this 22, I feel like will get hit. Maybe 23.61 if you're feeling spicy. Sol does have a lot of potential retracing to do at some point. A lot of retracing to do at some point. I don't like that the 618 doesn't line up with anything though. I don't know. I'm bored of Sol. Sol, you bore me. You're not doing anything. It says not moved. But I do like that you followed this squiggle. Really followed this squiggle that we charted live. I want to say, I don't know when actually. But you can go back and find it. It's timestamped somewhere. Live squiggles. We are the squigglers. Checking it back in here on Bitcoin real quick before I go back to the chat. I'm on fire today, man. I should go buy a lottery ticket. Sniped live, got that low local bottom. We haven't hit the target for the short yet, which is not great. We might not hit it. Looks like support, lower high resistance. Does look like 26,530-ish is still the target though. Does look pretty clean. Lower time frames are shaping up slowly, which makes sense. They all look like crap when we started. That's why I'm looking for downside. But once we get out to the 30-minute, things look a little bit better. Into the hourly, they look a little bit better. And so I'm basically looking for this move. We did already hit 26. Did already hit that. VWAP come down on the day. I don't love that. Yeah. So close. We'll see. It could still happen. All right, pulling up the chat again. My bad. I got distracted, barely hanging. You know what was really great? Seeing Gina. Gina. You like your squiggles? Heck yeah. Sir Tom, can we look at WooCoin? Bouncy Night. All right, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I guess we can look at Woo. I mean, it's a fun name to say at minimum. Woo! Okay, it's 110th market cap. All right, we can look at that. PEPE slipped into sub 100 market cap. PEPE down at like 110, maybe really close to Woo, actually. Woo! I did tell TradingView about our problem, that they need to be able to organize these by the length of the timeline of data, however you want to word that. Their rep, though, that I talk to doesn't, I don't know, they just always seem confused by everything I say. They're like, hey, if you tried the streaming, and I was like, yeah, it's not working. And I told them exactly again why, how it wasn't working. And they're just like, oh, have you tried this? And they're like, yeah, dude, that's not at all what I'm like I set it all up. I know what I'm doing. I'm not a streaming king when it comes to this technology, but I've been doing this 4 years. I know how to set up a stream. We already stream to multiple platforms as is. But when I go live, it just doesn't start. There's no trigger for it to start. There's no button. There's no anything. It just doesn't acknowledge that it's getting data. I don't know. Woo does not look great, my friend. Woo to you. Woo to you. I don't love that. Not a huge fan of that. Seeing a series of lower highs with a relatively flat bottom. I don't love that at all. Not doom, but not a great look. Indicator on the day, still red, but it is slowly rolling over. VWAP coming down, momentum coming down. Likely moving on. Likely moving to retest that same level it's hit over and over. Looks like 15 cents. 15 cents. Currently at 16.3. Not a huge downside. Yeah, I don't know, bruh. This does not look so hot. What does the chat think? What does chat think? Guys, everyone else, lend me your power. What do you think? You like the way this looks? What I don't like about it is you can see Bitcoin's like exact price here. Like that's exactly what Bitcoin looked like, right? At the end of 2020. And this is early into 2022. Wow, not 2020. And this is early into 23. The problem is Bitcoin then went along to do this, right? Like back above resistance. This just seems to have been smacked back down. Currently below its, I would say, major resistance point near 33 cents, maybe as high as 67. That's a big range. Yeah. Lips are chapped. All right, well, here's what we could do with this. I'm not taking this trade because I'm not confident in it, but if someone else is, I guess they could come up with their own way to do this. Really brain dead trade. 15 cents, or we'd say 14.92 cents. Just looking for what? Like these lows. Just these lows. Say right here, like 5% downside. I give it a little wiggle room. Little wiggle room. And then trade could be made. Could be made. Give it a little more room because you have a 6-to-1 risk to reward. You could do that. I'm not going to take that trade. But it is possible. I think you'll see something like this, honestly. And likely one of these wicks will break these, sweeping liquidity, especially if it does want to run. There you go. There's Woo, Bouncy Night. For you. We looked at Woo, Bouncy Night. Thank you, man. I don't know why I'm thanking you. Thanks for being here. Has anyone subscribed yet? I don't think a single person has subscribed today on Friday. Hopefully there's at least one person here that isn't subscribed, right? Hopefully YouTube isn't hiding our streams. Probably is, though. Probably is. How did you guys see it? Did you guys get a notification? Was it from Discord? Discord is really the best way to do it. No matter what happens, you'll always get a notification in the Discord. Always. Oh crap! I had a window of my own live stream open while I was live streaming. That's in general not a good idea. That is what's known as not a good idea. Oh, I see Ben is still live with 3,500 people. Love Ben Armstrong, guys. You guys are welcome to have your own opinion on him. He has some new channel. Love him, but I will take this moment to rip on him for a second. I don't know how many hours he's been live, but I know Ben, and I saw AJ was there. They will be, if AJ doesn't just like decide to get up and leave, they will be there. Maybe 10 hours, maybe the longest stream Ben will ever do, because he has AJ as like a captive audience right there. He's just gonna keep going. I think they've been live since like 11. I don't know, and it's just Ben talking. Just if he ends a stream, maybe people will get flooded into here. Maybe we'll get raided. I don't know. On front page, let's go, J-Dubs. I like to hear that. Homepage, right on. What's up, Voldy? WBT, sir. Yes, for you, my friend. For the people who are here, day in, day out. What is this? Oh, that's who? Okay, WBT. For the people here, day in and day out, anything. You are the backbone. You are the heart. You are the blood of this channel. And I appreciate you. My beard keeps touching the mic. Little ASMR beard microphone radio. All right. Cracking. This is what I hate. I sit here every time and I have to like think about, well, where would I have the longest history? Like this is not good. Probably swap. It looks like it's a swap thing. No swap. Woo US WBT. Wow. I'll tell you what, buddy, this is not easy to find. WhiteBIT is not an exchange I would ever use. MEXC's fine. You can use MEXC. Hopefully they have some history. You can see these candles though. Like, look at this. Just a really quick mini lesson here while we're here. See these candles? See how like they're flat, especially right here? This. And then you can see more of that flatness. When you see this, and this is on the 5-minute time frame, but look, just to put it in comparison, you go to Bitcoin, you don't ever see that, right? 5-minute on Bitcoin, 5-minute on Whoop, whatever, yeah. Just as a little bonus alpha, that is a sign of low liquidity. What's going on, basically, especially in these, I'll call it like a bridge, is no orders, no bids, not even like market making bids. So be careful. I don't know what exchange you're on. MEXC usually does a pretty good job of market making, so it's unusual. All right, this is interesting. This is not too bad. This doesn't look like much else. It did only start trading October 22nd, which is basically what at the low, at the bear market low. Not a bad time to launch a coin, I'll tell you what. Not a bad time, Bobby. Not a bad time. You nice deep retracement there. You hit your deep 786. Not bad. Back up to the 0.5. So here's the story. You had your initial listing gibberish, which you don't really put too much weight in, but sometimes, I don't know, we got nothing else to work on. Hit your deep retracement. Now that's typically a bearish sign in general. When you see these deep, like 786s, that's usually a sign that the market wants to fully retrace. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not saying that, but just spitting out alpha right now. Spitting. All right. It's interesting. I kind of like this chart. It's a little different than a lot of the stuff we look at. Hello. I wouldn't be surprised to see this come down to 5. Would not be surprised to see it come down to $5. What I kind of like here, is you have this sell-off. You don't break the low, so you found some kind of buyers. You made a move up, but you made an efficient move up. You made a move up, you pulled back. You made a move up, you pulled back. I like that. We're not seeing that all the time. A lot of these charts are just up and then something, and then now it's like maybe they're kind of doomed. Accumulation. God, my allergies, man. Didn't quite hit 591 yet. I'll hate that. Okay. This room during the day has been heating up. Heating. Low, lower, low. Higher, low. Yeah, bullish divergence on your low there. This is a little weird. This is a little weird price action. Kind of like rounded bottom here. I don't hate it. You had a low, kind of a lower high or a rejection, fake breakout, we'll call it, at previous support. You broke your low, it starts rounding. So basically, as you broke your low, stops get wrecked, they close, market gets pulled down. But instead of going for that retrace back to the $5, like your golden 618 back here, kind of rounding out. And to me, that's showing a little bit of exhaustion on the sell side. It sucks you broke 532 because it would have been such a clean chart with this. Let's hide this quick. 532 right here. That would have been such a clean chart on the day if you had like only a wick above or below it. So clean. I think my fan's blowing hot air into this room. Oh yeah, funny story while I don't know if it's a funny story, but so I don't know if you guys have stink bugs where you are. I'm pretty sure a stink bug got in my computer. I'm not sure what to do. I didn't see it, but the air coming out of the fan smells like stink bug. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe. I don't know. That's the whole story. I know it's not a very good story. Okay. I don't know how I'd play this outside of maybe the $5 psychological easy peas kind of thing, easy cheese. I think $5 would be a much better entry than here at 531. If you had to play it this way, if you were just itching to market, sure, you could do that. Picking your stop's going to be a crapshoot. Maybe like a 1%, like 2%. There you go. Perfect 3-1. There it is. You can play it that way. I wouldn't take it. I would be patient and hope that 5 hits. There's no guarantee. Like that. Who knows? Who knows? I think it will trade to 630 at some point. Don't know if that's sooner or later. Why is this air coming in like hot? Feels like it's coming off of a car or something. I don't know. Discord notified. Nice. All right, back to corn. Back to what you guys are looking at. It's called outside. Yeah, and I will say I have smelled it coming in the windows too. But I don't know. I'm paranoid, I guess. Can I look at UniBot, Angela, for you? Maybe. I don't know. Can I? Possibly. Possible. UniBot. There we go. There's not a lot of chart history. Not a lot of chart history here, Angela. Not gonna lie, it's starting trading at like almost $10 is weird to me. Unless this was like a fork or an airdrop or it replaced an old coin or something. It's a little odd. $9.50, just like kind of high to start trading at. Like who put in the first bid ever and was like, all right, $9.50, I guess. Sure. Something like that. Like, I guess like $9.50 maybe. Just naming a random number. You're very close to, what is going on here? Why are there no labels? Namaste, Serenity. Now, there we go. You're at 57. $50 actually looks pretty prime. It is your 0.5 retrace. It's a psychological. If you notice, the theme today is, well, we don't really know where any of these things are dropping to, but we have these nice round numbers that start with, like, that end with a 0 or a 5. And they're worth a shot if you're feeling like you got to play it. Like, worth a shot, maybe? Let's see that. I might trade it this way. I'm not taking this one. Not taking this one either, but there you go. Something like this. 73.9, 74 bucks just before 75. Actually, I kind of like that. That's psychological to psychological number. It's a 50% gain with a 17.5% stop loss / risk. I still think this is a knife, though. I would not personally look to long this if I could see it played like that. Your measured move is like right around there, 42. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Yeah. There's not a lot of chart history here. You can't do a lot when you don't have a lot of chart history. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I could also see a short from here. Kind of 34%. That's too much. That's too much, I say. 15, that's still kind of too much. Oh well. Could do that too. Could see that. I think I heard our first subscriber. Do my ears deceive me? Ooh, well, I can't. This is gonna be a hard one. Osama Belhadj Ahmed. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Good to have you. If you're out there, be like Osama and subscribe and join the Discord. Join our family. Well, we got one, boys. That's a Friday. Count it. Put it in the books. Pack it up. Pack it up. Nailed it. Yes, MI6, are you listening? MI6, are you listening? What's up, Pickle? Woot sub, number one. One by one. We have grown from 0, 1 by 1. Just the same way that Fire 808Z C Check West subscribed, just like that. 1 by 1. We have climbed to almost 83,000 subscribers over 4 years. It's about 20,000 a year. Not bad, not the biggest numbers ever, but I'm a humble man. I'll take it. Check Loom. Loom, says Divano. Loom in all caps. Well, Loom is in all caps, and it's a ticker. I haven't looked at this, I think, since 2020. Ooh, hello, Loom. Hello. Oh, little just like right there example. I was talking about that high energy, that powerful, high potential energy setup, right? Earlier about Bitcoin at the beginning of the episode. If you missed it, you can go back, watch it. DVR is enabled. Right there. Really similar thing. Just another example here. It's not quite as significant as Bitcoin's, but you got the 200, the 20, the 100, and the 50, and they're all right there. They're all right here. Price moved above them, blasted off. Telling you. You get big moves. Actually, there it is. There it is too. You got your 20, or your 200, your 100, 20, 50 are a little farther away. But I bet if we zoom out, this is the closest they've probably ever, the closest they've all been in the history of Loom. I don't like this, though. Not gonna lie. I would only look for a short right now in Loom. I would not look for anything other than a short right now. I might eat my words. Loom might go to the moon, Loom. Might loon moon, but yeah, nah. Look at this history. Look at it. Look at this history. These wicks, man. September 22nd, March 23rd. We even had one again in July, and then you have it here in September. Might this be? This would be such good clickbait. I can make a great clickbait video about Loom right now. Is it going to break out? Is it going to blast off? It could. Guys, just like you're looking at PEPE and saying, people are like, oh, I want to go long at PEPE. And it's like, should I go long? It's like, I don't know, dude, if you want. But like, you look at the chart, there's no reason for it to stop here, right? So you're just catching a knife. Maybe this isn't a good example. I might have just gotten mixed up in my words. That's okay, though. Everybody ignore that. There's no reason. Oh, no, here we go. I can tie it together. I'll save it. There's no reason. Just like there's no reason to really assume right now that Loom is going to break out this time. It's spicy. It's up here, but we see it's happened over and over again. This time might be the time that's different because inevitably it's always different eventually. I just don't know if it's a good bet, personally. When I look at this, I see the same thing I see in most crypto, which is this. Most alts right now look like this. Flattish bottom. Flat-ish bottom. Let's say 3.5 cents. Looking back on the chart, 3.5 cents has been a very significant price level throughout its history. It was its first December 18th support before it got nuked. Tested it as resistance over and over and over again until it finally broke out. Couldn't hit a higher high, though. Couldn't hit a higher high. Got hammered. And actually, this trend line looks like it goes all the way back here, actually. So what I could do with Loom right now, I might do this. We'll see. This is dangerous because these wicks, again, this is another sign of low liquidity, right? Sideways, like very choppy candles, low liquidity, but also these crazy wicks. Crazy wicks like this, also a sign of low liquidity. Back down to 3.5 cents is almost a 70%. Almost a 70% trade. The stop here is absolutely bonkers, though. If you even want to just look left to the previous high, that's 23%. That's rough. That is a big stop loss. That is a big stop loss. This is hard. This could be traded spot. That's what I'll say. This could be traded spot, 27%. Basically looking to stop just above 15 cents. Take profit at 3.5. Although it's rather hard to short spot, isn't it? Well, there. Not spot. 1x negative leverage. There you go. I can see it this way. Yeah. Eventually it's gonna break out, I think. I believe. Eventually. I just can't imagine why like this moment would be the moment, you know what I mean? If everything else was breaking out, that'd be one thing. Weekly market cipher B actually could look worse. This looks pretty bullish. However, the weekly hasn't closed, and that's likely contributing to a lot of this. Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on Loom. See where it closes this week. If it manages to close up here, or even 15 cents, that actually gets pretty spicy. But I can't unsee what I'm seeing, and I think short is the play, in my opinion. Do your own research. DYOR in all caps. I love you, monkey. You don't hate people. You the king. Thank you. Thank you. JW Gaming. Bitcoin dropping a little. Yeah, a little bit. If I get Bitcoin back to 25.6, you'll buy again? I wish I controlled the price of Bitcoin, my friend. If I did, it'd be a lot spicier. I'll tell you that. Keek PEPE over any day. What's up, Bloomed Josh? You liking your peps, your little frogs? Look for a short, but bulls are there. Fruit of the Loom. What kind of shades are these? Sultan Shakir. I believe these ones, because I've had to go through many manufacturers now, are by a company called Wear Me Pro. WMP maybe? Wear Me Pro? I don't know. I think Walmart has them now, which is wild to me. I think Loom is being pumped by the Korean market. Short term, maybe. I think it's topped. It might have a little more upside, but I think it's topped there. Definitely a terrible long, in my opinion, terrible long right now. Not something I would even remotely entertain. Good luck. I'm not always right. What's up, Satoshi Nakamoto? Created Bitcoin, now he's here in the live YouTube chat. Hell yeah. Happy Friday. XRP rocket. Don't you get my hopes up and tell me XRP is pumping if it isn't, which is what someone seems to do every day when we stream. I would not call that a rocket, but it's not doing terrible. Slowly rolling over. Nothing really happening there on XRP. We do see the 50 daily coming on down for a death cross. 200 daily right there. Cruise and price basically at it at this moment. I bet when these cross, if we see a death cross on the day on XRP, I bet it pumps through it. I bet it does. Let's check out this week quick. Right to the 200 week. I would take a short in XRP here too. 200 week. So this is what we're waiting for on Bitcoin. XRP showing Bitcoin how it's done right now. Ooh, I don't like this either. Look at this 50 weekly. Well, I liked a lot of what this was, but now I'm not liking this weekly time frame. You potentially have a rejection at the 200 pending this weekly close. Could close above and eliminate that. But I don't like this 50 here. So we did find support on September 11th. We found support on it. Actually, we found support on it in August. But I don't like this. It's beginning to curl back down. I don't like that. That would be very bad. To me, that kind of says you have to retake the 200 weekly quickly on a weekly time frame, so quickly weeks, or else your 50 gets very weird. I don't know if I've ever even seen that in crypto. And the reason I don't like that is that's similar to what Bitcoin looks like on the weekly. If you're here in the beginning, we have that same setup where the 50 is kind of cruising like a missile underneath price. If XRP does this on its 50, I don't know. Maybe that's a sign that Bitcoin is going to do it. Not that Bitcoin follows XRP or something, but these markets tend to kind of vibe in that way. When one does something, everything reacts. Daily is now sunk to a red candle. I don't even think I showed you guys this. I think I showed you this. Sunk to a red candle. Basically this order block 26.5. Hoping you hold this low. If you break yesterday's low, you do have the 20 daily at 26.2. Potentially find support there. Moving on. Moving along, sir. Moving along. We've been live an hour. Feels like just minutes. Cruise missile. What's up, digital asset degen, my man? Byrony. 9-inch wick. What is a 9-inch wick on Bitcoin? Up or down? Tell me. Tell me now. What's up, Visharts? You're only seeing creepy vertical face in the middle of this? What? I'm the only one seeing creepy. Sorry, guys. Professional of me. A light. That's been there the whole time. Nobody told me. You guys probably did tell me. I just didn't read it. You probably did tell me. Whoops. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. Actually, it really was just for engagement. You know, it was like planted. Nah, I totally forgot. I just like forgot to check. A little bit of centrifuge. Inches. What is the conversion of inches to percents? No one wants to wick down. I don't know. That seems to be what people are looking for. Drama 3. We are a drama-free environment. That's right. Tried to say something earlier. I appreciate you, Jonah. I believe you. I know you're there for me. I'm out. I see you. I see you out there. 9 inches to the downside. Could you please tell us the conversion of inches to percents? That would help me understand. Help me visualize. It's in the channel between $1.80 and 5 cents. I like that. I like that. What are you guys doing this weekend? How do you get this chat energy? Dude, I think I have like very little energy today, but thank you, Bouncy Knight. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. That's it. Tom in a tank. Tom the Tank. That's right. Grateful. MJP, good to see you. What's up, Hitoshi? Hitoshi, what a great name. You better be subscribed, Hitoshi. I want someone named Hitoshi to subscribe to me. Crow, you just look so bad. You look so bad, Crow. I'm sorry. You look so bad. But everything. Lots of things look this bad. In all honesty, lots of things look this bad. Let's see. Crow, last month, went into price exploration to the downside. Wicked to 4.4 cents. Yikes. Let's go to the week. This is not a good looking chart. Man. I remember, some of you probably remember, you're probably here. Back in 2020 and 2021, watching Crow and saying, bro, this is a pretty wild looking chart. Because I think there's actually more data to this where it goes like that. You had this cool flat top, and we're like, oh man, it's going to break out. If it gets above like 22 cents, it's going to break out. It did, and it went nuts. Just exploded to $1. And I remember on the day it broke out, I said, meh, I'll buy it back at 20 cents. I did buy like $100 worth, and rest in peace that $100, because now at 5 cents, no, it's $25 still. That's not bad. That 20 cents did not play well. Did not. Let's take a peek. You're building divergence. I don't know if you have it quite yet. I think you do see a trip. I think you do see it go back to 4.4 cents. I think you do. I think I do. RSI just flattened.
Check out TRB.
Turb. All right, we look at TRB. John Foster Crypto, thanks for the 10-man TRB. All right. Crow, not looking so hot. Still not looking so hot. Here's what I could do. I could do this. Could see this being a trade. Just looking at that previous support. Potentially, I don't know how you do this one. You're really just catching knives there, but maybe you look to go long at 4.4 cents. And if I did, I probably would only take that back to like 5.5. Could do a stop around here. There you go. Can see that. Ratish Paliwal. You demand. You demand subscribing. Shout out to you. Hope you're having a great Friday. Shout out to everybody who subscribed. Turb. Actually, Turb not doing bad. Not doing too bad. It's full of noises today. You had a great breakout. You had a great breakout. You had flat top, your lows coming up, breakout right to resistance. Resistance, profit takers came in, push it right back to support at 25 bucks. I think you get another shot at 25. I think you get another shot at 25 bucks. We hit turbulence. 25.60. 25.60. 25 bucks. I think there's a potential long there. And you gotta be real. You don't love to see that kind of double top on the monthly, maybe even yearly. One thing that's not bad though is you hit a low, then you hit that top the first time. You didn't break that low, and you hit it again. So what you'd be looking for classically is a higher low. You get the higher low, and then what do you have? It'll all come together. There you go. Might not come. You might not get another shot at 25.60, but in my opinion, in my trading, if I was going to go long, I would wait for 25.60, or I just wouldn't go long. Or maybe I'd just pick up a tiny like spot bag that I could just quell the FOMO with. But there it is. I mean, there it is. That's what it do. Nathan Sherwood, my guy. The weekly looks better than all those other time frames. I wonder how this weekly will wrap up, actually. Nathan Sherwood, my man, subscribing. All of a sudden, the subscriber train's coming on out, and I like it. I like it a lot. Strong weekly. It's weird. TRB has a really strong kind of weekly feels going on. But you do also have a high, and your RSI is a little threatening here. You got a really high RSI comparatively to the last time at this price, suggesting some kind of bear div. But our other oscillators look really good. Look pretty good. There's that high energy setup, man. Telling you, it's not trifling. It's Friday. Rebecca Black is forever stuck in my head. Friday. Here you go. That's how I might play this. Pretty much always whenever we have a take profit on a long, you can always then infer a short as well if you'd like. Something like that. I don't know if I take that short though. TRB. Actually pretty good. Pretty good. The reason the stop here is on the long for me at under 20 is if you lose this, you're probably going for a deeper retracement. If you lose the area where you built that strong launch pad, you're probably going lower. So far, so good. This could again swerve our long entry altogether. Just keep putting in lower highs and higher lows. And despite me not really thinking that these ever work out, it could then paint out a symmetrical triangle or bull flag. And maybe you see that happen. I don't know. The only reason I have some confidence in this one is because you have a resistance. You have this resistance. You tapped it. Then you broke up, and now you have higher lows. So maybe on the Wyckoff pattern, this is the SOS. It's potentially possible. It's an interesting thought. Time will tell. There you go. There you are, my friend. And there we are. There we are. Full circle on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause for our early Bitcoin TA calling the price movement yet again in another live stream. I try every day. We don't get it right every day, but I don't know, man. Someone should do like a spreadsheet and find out like what % of the time these short, small time frame in-stream predictions play out. I want to say pretty dang good. Like pretty good. We didn't quite get our entry. It hit 26.6, 29.29. And our entry for that short was 26.42. So close. Then our downside target was spot on. Money in the bank. Let me see. How far off were we? 0.05% off on that short. Soon as it hit that high, boom, right down 0.5% to 26.5. Money. That's a wrap, boys. That's a wrap. That's a Friday slam dunk. Slam dunk. I don't know what you guys are doing Friday. What are you doing this weekend? Taking a lady to a weird circus. That's my plan. Appreciate your content. I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate all of you. CRV 50 cent. You know, I did see CRV was moving. I didn't really plan on doing. I'm not going to keep doing back-to-back charts. It's draining. I don't know if I like this either. None of these charts, there's so many ugly charts. So I get excited whenever you guys suggest something random that I look at. I'm like, oh, this is cool because it's just totally different. Called the retracement. This is its all-time low at 32.8. Target the left shoulder. Hold up. Meticulously crafting. See that. I don't know if it'll make to 62, but I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty good. Right there, every time, dude. I have the golden ratio in my brain now. I don't even need the fib tool. I don't even need it. I can just visualize it. I could see that. Might not make it that high. Basically, what are we playing here? We're playing that same chart. What was it? I don't remember what chart we're just looking at, but the same chart, looking for the same play. Looking for left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's why instead of a long here, I chose a short initially. Where are we shorting? To that left shoulder, using the left shoulder over here as a stop. And targeting kind of that move down. I couldn't decide how I wanted to do that. If I want to do that in one position or two, I just decided to make it one. Could be kind of done from a long, from 44 back to this high right now. And then another long taken, like once 50 cents is broken, once you're past 50 cents, and then a pullback to 50 cents, looking to target 62. I could see it played in two longs. But I like this trade. I kind of like that. I might take it. I'm looking for a short. Kind of like it. Daily's rolling over, though. I think that bodes well for 62 eventually. RSI is getting warm, but it's still pretty cool. There you go. May rest in peace. Who's resting in peace? Angela, you'll give yourself as much time as you need for trading to learn that Zen mindset. Respectable. Admirable. Even though you're not sure when you'll get it. Oh, it'll take time. You'll have to be broken first. No one achieves that nirvanic Zen state without being broken. Got to be broken a few times. But hey, we heal. We heal. We get better. You can do it. You will. I didn't start this way. When I started, I was a panicky, greedy, fearful noob, just like everybody. Going to an alpaca farm. Oh, that sounds fun, actually. What about PEPE Irwin? We did look at PEPE earlier. We did. We looked at some PEPE. I don't like it. I still don't like it. It can prove me wrong. It can prove me wrong. But I don't like it still. Has anything changed? Not really. I think you're going to see this. You might see a few high wicks or something. I don't think that you'll break today's high wick today. I think you're much more likely to see this. Could go as low. Could go as low as down here. It doesn't have to. It could obviously go up. But I think you'll see some high wicks, kind of bait in longs. And then I think we're going to see that market pull back, punish those late longs. And then maybe you make a rip. Maybe then. At most, I think if you continue ripping today, if you do break your high, I think kind of at most you're going to be looking for is like 778. 911 is going to be a longer term target. Not going to go through the whole thing again. You can go back and check it out. But I'm a little skeptical. I think going long right now is not a great idea. I think you see a return to some kind of support before you move higher. Best of luck, PEPE. This filled. Climp. Well, our short was off. Didn't fill by 0.05%. 0.05%. But our long just filled. And that long is a little more ambitious. It's a wee more ambitious than that short. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to put a picture of this actually in the Discord. That's a good idea. Great time to join Discord. Discord.gg/TomCrown. You'll get free Bitcoin from me. You'll get my Bitcoin. Tom Crown's Bitcoin. It's worth more than one Bitcoin. That's not true. That's not true. All Bitcoin's worth one Bitcoin. Let me put a picture of this in there. Slap that bad boy into the Discord. There it is. You should join. Yes, you. You should also check out the Educational Shorts playlist. It's good stuff. It's fire. Absolute fire. Shabsalute. And I'm curious if Ben's still streaming. Curious. He finally got off. Well, look at that. I was wrong. I was like, he's never going to stop. He'll be on there all day. He's the kind of guy that can just talk all day. Kind of like me. You should all definitely check out the long form video we made on Lux Algo. It is about Lux Algo. So if you have zero interest or whatever, Lux Algo, then maybe don't check it out. But it is our first long form educational video pretty much ever. Put a lot of resources, a lot of fire into it. It's pretty good. Give it a watch, give it a comment, let it play through. You know the deal. Give it a like. It's Friday. Friday. You should also sign up with our sponsors, Femex and Fairdesk. There you go. No KYC. You know, guys, it's Friday. price action, I'm not really thinking it's too much, just like every other Friday. If you guys want to continue the chat, bring it to Discord. I'll be around probably chatting today. So hopefully I see you there. And without any further spice, I will catch you all Monday. Crown out.